Hello everyone. I would like to welcome you all in the lecture series of waste management. In this video, I'm going to discuss various stages of landfilling. First of all, you can see the basic diagram of landfilling. So this is one of the most commonly used disposal method in India and some other countries. Okay, it is one of the cheap and best method because there won't be no much more construction and investment required for this. We need to identify a barren land and we have to prepare a deep and we have to make a long pit and we have to dispose the waste effectively. That is actually called a landfilling. Here, these four diagrams, you can depict the like overview about the landfilling, how it does everything. First of all, we'll understand the definition of landfilling. What do you mean by landfilling? Landfilling in waste management refers to the process of disposing of waste by burying in the ground. This is one of the most commonly used method of organizing the waste disposal and remains to prevent the practice in most countries. Okay, like this is more prevalent practice in the sense the most commonly used method because of cost consideration. If we have surplus amount of land, then landfilling is one of the choice. Moving on to the discussion, the key point of this particular session is displayed over here. The various stages of landfilling that we are going to discuss. One is first point is site selection, then permits and planning, waste collection and transportation, waste compaction, landfilling liners, then leachate collection, gas collection, covering and closure, monitoring and maintenance, and post closure. These are the 10 important stages of landfilling we'll be discussing individually. Now, I would like to move further. First of all, I would like to tell you about the site selection. Okay. So site selection in the sense we need to identify the particular area where we can perform the landfilling. So we need to consider the distance from the residential area and the landfilling site. It should be almost above 5 kilometers. Then ecological consideration we have to take care. So what about ecosystem? Will it harmful to the surroundings? That point you have to consider. Based on that, you have to decide where we can do the landfilling. Second one is called permits and planning because we need to take the permission from concerned authorities that is needed. Maybe municipality or panchayat or village office, whatever it may be. Also, we require a comprehensive planning. We have to prepare a blueprint. Planning in the sense we need to make a blueprint. Okay. We need to prepare a blueprint of the process. Here, we need to consider the waste volume. So total amount of volume, then transportation route, shortest path we have to decide. Okay, after transfer station, next will be the land disposal. So we need to identify the distance between the transfer station and the disposal site, and the waste management techniques we have to apply, and the potential environmental impact will it create any air pollution or water pollution, sound, noise pollution, etc. We have to consider. So these are the important step concerning permission and planning. We need to get the permission. Otherwise, we cannot establish. Okay. Even terms and conditions are applicable for establishing the landfilling sites. Even government permission is needed. All the consideration we have to take care. Another one is generally called as waste collection and transportation. So, will that particular area can be reachable by truck or any type of transportation facility? Is the road facilities available? That we have to verify. Even safety protocols that also should be taken care much. Regarding the waste compaction, we require a heavy machinery, compacting devices. So we are applying high pressure and we are reducing the volume. For that purpose, we require a compaction devices, like it's a mechanical volume reduction. So we require a layer-wise disposal also we have to take care because as you have seen the figure, there will be that different layers of like a disposal. It is not like disposing everything at a time. If you go for like engineering approach. Other one is called a landfill liners. What do you mean by landfill liners? To prevent the migration of pollutants. So that is a major thing of importance of landfill liners. That means we are creating some kind of border or lines, separate lines or border or partition that we are supposed to maintain to prevent the pollutants to the surroundings. So we have to prepare the base side walls or barriers that is required. That is the meaning of landfill liners. It has to be done by civil engineers. Another one is called as leachate collection. What is leachate? So after certain time, if you keep the waste on the particular surface, there will be liquid type of substance that is coming out from the particular surface. That is generally called as leachate. Leachates are generally deriving from the biodegradable waste. Okay, so leachate has to be removed subsequently. At least once in fortnight, it has to be removed. Otherwise, it creates so many number of pollutant. It creates vector breeding insects, then bacteria, etc. So landfill design includes the network of pipes and collection of system to capture and drain the leachate treatment. That is very important. Just like a drainage only, that's a liquid type of form which is originating from the waste. That has to be removed at least once in 15 days. That is compulsory. Otherwise, that area become polluted. Okay, it creates so many health disorder. So leachate has to be removed systematically by using a large number of pipes or ducts. Then gas collection, because you are actually considering a site for disposing the waste. Definitely there will be so much amount of methane gas. Okay, methane gas and carbon dioxide that is going to be emitted because so many number of waste will be dumped over the particular area. So those that biogas has to be collected and it has to be moved on to useful purposes. Okay, that means it can be utilized for the energy generation, or else you can go for like a cooking also, cooking, then electric power generation. So many things you can go for that. Covering and closure. So you need to provide a suitable cover for that particular disposal. So to reduce the odor, that is a major thing, to get rid of pest and to prevent the erosion. So we require like a periodic maintenance is needed. We need to maintain a suitable covering. Okay, so that is important. So moving on to the further discussion. So far we discussed 8 points. So two more points steps are remaining. So monitoring and maintenance. So once the disposal site is identified, once the process started, we have to monitor the water quality, then gas emissions, and any other potential impacts, whether pollution, air pollution index we can compute. Based upon that, we can decide whether things are fine or not. Then regular maintenance is required on the disposal site. Else, leachate formulation, then more number of gas will be emitted. That may create fire hazards. Many issues will happen. So that has to be rectified properly. A separate auditor is required. Like auditing team is needed. Auditing team is needed for that. Okay. So these are the basic things. So monitoring and maintenance, that is very important. Okay. Otherwise, things won't happen properly. For every management activity, monitoring and control is very essential. So last step is post-closure care. Once we made a like a closure, or once you create a like a layers, we need to perform the leachate treatment regularly. Then proper monitoring has to be done. Then gas management has to be taken place. We have to utilize those particular gases effectively. Otherwise, it may create some kind of fire hazardous. Maintenance of erosion controls also we have to be taken care. Okay, these are the major things, major concern regarding the post closure care. So in this video, I discussed about the various stages which are involved in landfilling, and I have given the basic importance of landfilling. Also, I have seen some important images related to landfilling. If you are watching this video first time, I request you to share with your friends. If our channel is useful to you, kindly subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. Happy learning.